Hello everyone, I'm Sam and welcome back to Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. We are really close to the end of the game, and we're just finishing up one more side quest over here in the police station to free Kay and Bones before they can get shipped off somewhere horrible. And once we're done with that, we will be at the end of the game. Just go ahead and stealth past. So they did hear me, but luckily they didn't see me. And double lucky is we have already hacked that door before. Sounds like Kay's in a fight with somebody.
Our old military industrial friend.
Remus, is that you?
It's over the airwaves. It's spreading online.
You here to free us or
Maybe
interrogate
it's
us?
even gotten through those faceless skull buckets of yours. I think I'm getting used to this now, man. But on principle, put it away. Maybe it's even gotten through those.
Okay, calm down.
From state police to police state. Maybe it's even gotten through those faceless skull buckets.
I guess he's just gonna instantly resume his rant. Oh, thought the game was gonna lock up for a second. Now this is another side quest I've actually never done before, so I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to break him out.
Trace program initiated.
And of course I went the wrong way, which is probably going to lead to us failing. But maybe not if we're lucky.
Access granted.
That unlock the doors? Totally did.
You. I knew it, man. I knew you were one of them all along.
Do I look like I'm one of them?
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened? You pulled a Freedom of Information speech on the state police?
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little Kay asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Sammy's dad.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a cool cat, man. One of the good ones. She wrote The Wheels Come Off 16 years ago, and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the gray aliens, but who's to say that's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book,
I don't believe in authorial intent.
So, interesting. It looks like Little K has predicted everything according to him, except for the gray aliens. This is, a joke about the ending of the original Deus Ex.
you told me you were a liability to Sam's dad. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my darknet proxies. Oral cemetery.
Oral cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, Little K shouldn't have sent you. Sammy's dad has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Sam's dad is bigger than you now, Yarrick. The Resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword, there's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Whoa, you know I use the term liability real broadly.
Ha. He still talks a big game, but I don't think he's really willing to die for his cause.
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Would I be talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kazan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW? Those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
But they're trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful connected world we live in, when they can pin an acronym on you, ARC, NSF, who gives a rat's ass, and ship you off to a black site on the UN's credits.
Just how many states are you an enemy of?
All the corporate ones.
I was taking a drink of water there. So he mentioned another organization, the NSF. I can only expect that we'll learn more about them in the next game in this series, but they were also pivotal to the events of Deus Ex 1.
I might have known you wouldn't keep your heads down during the riots.
This is what a radical news source lives for, man. Lives and dies for. But the helmets on the streets, the extreme peacekeeping, that's not about the Golem riots. How are the Augs gonna get over here? Carpool? No. Someone, somewhere wanted the cops to clean house in Prague. And this is just the beginning. What if they could call martial law anywhere, anytime? Cops without borders.
That's your prediction, huh?
You can take it to the bank, man. The Palisade Property Bank.
Okay.
There's a way out of Prague for you both. The Samizdat resistance has organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners. Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
Oh boy. Let's try and play it cool.
There's a police locker in the corner that should be stocked with uniforms. Find something that fits and try to look convincing. We need the cops to think you're one of them.
Hopefully they'll find one of those full helmets. Nope.
Good. It's time to go.
Ah, meet Irenka.
Helena says it's all gone wrong.
Move that story to page.
Sorry about the whole not giving you your pass thing.
You want the byline? Write something.
What were you saying?
Alright, where are we headed to? I don't actually know. Meet Samizdat. So the Uneta Cleaning Supply Store. Where is that? Okay, so just right across this square. Unfortunately, there are a lot of cops here. Now, it looks like they don't have to stealth, but I still do. Get some energy back.
Send out insurance archive. Again.
Need a stronger lead.
Oh, looks like playing it cool was easy enough.
You ever get the feeling? Never mind.
And we're here.
I think we
All right,
can
Bones
finish
made
the
it.
evacuation plan.
And that's
Long
K.
live Sam.
Now, where's Irenka?
That.
Okay, good.
You got that piece done yet?
Incredulity is their shield.
I can't breathe. Okay, now I'm breathing.
We made it, Primus. I can't believe it.
Alright, now what? We made it to the rendezvous. There's something we need to do once we're here? Guess maybe I just need to talk to Kay.
Yes, exit plans, man, exit plans. Always be making them. We worked this contingency plan out when we started Samizdat. Didn't think it would actually come to this, though.
No one thought it would be like this. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
No can do. I've got a previous engagement I really can't miss.
Right, with the cardboard box company.
Watch yourself out there, Kay.
Kay? Kay is Kazdi, man. Kay is everyone. You're part of it now.
Oh, look at that, Adam. Looks like you're an honorary member of the conspiracy gang. Okay, I think that is everything we needed to take care of. Huh, interesting that I failed that objective even though I accessed Nicolazzi's computer. So now we just need to head back to the metro and head back over to the other part of town, visit Adam's apartment, and get ready for the finale. If I'm lucky, I should be able to wrap this up in, I don't know, 2 episodes. Although there are some particular things about the final mission that I would like to show off, so I might just need to practice it a little bit so that I don't, completely fail it. But we've got one last loading screen. This is a chance to show it off. After all, since martial law has been declared, the trains aren't running. So we've got this different version of the loading screen that we can watch instead. It's kind of cool until you realize that it's maybe two different loops that just kind of, mix together. Get it, Adam, you're... we get it, Adam, you're flexing your arm. I'm actually really looking forward to starting a new game after finishing this one. Since this was my first video series, and I think I've learned a lot. First, it was just really quiet, and the video wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. Then I boosted the volume, but I accidentally messed up my audio sample rate. So there was a lot of, kind of gross sounding audio if you stuck with me that far. And now that I fixed that, we've got, just, I think, something pretty solid. Other than, my commentary, which is still pretty terrible. But hey, practice makes perfect. Lucky, the due diligence we put in by clearing out all of these police officers continues to pay off. And we have two goals that we're looking to accomplish now. We need to meet with Alex and talk about our plan, and then we need to call Seraph and, put a bow on this whole mystery augmentations thing.
Vials.
Do I want to sell anything while I have the chance? Now we have plenty of inventory.
Right over there.
One more floor. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be our last visit to Adam's apartment.
We got it wrong, Adam. Brown's financial prospects aren't as rosy as we thought. He stands to lose trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes.
That doesn't make any sense. Millions of displaced Augs will flock to Rabia.
And the city can't support them. Brown's been selling investors a pumped-up dream. The corporate city-state where like-minded individuals govern themselves while investors reap the profits.
Kinda goes against the idea of a one-world government.
Yeah, and if it fails, so does Brown, the Santo Group, and anyone else standing in the Illuminati's way.
So they want to kill a competing dream and get rid of their augmented problem in one fell swoop. I take it Brown's been campaigning against the act?
And unlike Rucker, he's got the money and influence to stop it.
What about the orchid sample I gave you? Marchenko's smuggling more of it into London. Were you able to analyze it?
Believe it or not, it's not a bioweapon, or at least it's not meant to be one. It's a genome editing drug. It targets the gene linked to aug rejection and deletes it.
Aug rejection. Must be why I survived. I don't suffer from rejection syndrome.
What? Are you telling me you don't need neuropozyne? Shit, man, that makes you...
1 in a billion, I know. The orchid, Alex. You said it's not meant to be a bioweapon.
Right. The files you and Janus got from the vault, they suggest Reed's team isn't finished making the orchid yet. It's supposed to replace the deleted gene with an artificial one that accepts augmentations. But until they do, it's deadly. Darknet posted pictures of Rucker's corpse. If Brown and all his elegant fancy potential investors get dosed, and Picus News broadcasts images of them, it's gonna send a message.
I'd better warn Miller. You can stay here if you want, till the curfew's lifted.
I can take care of myself. But when the task force hits London, keep me in the loop. Not sure what I can do, but... good luck, Adam. And be safe.
Miller, it's Jensen. Is McCready still working on that plan for London? Because there's another variable to consider.
You can brief him yourself at TF-29's airfield. We're mobilizing.
Copy that. How do I get there?
Damn curfew's still in effect. So if you can get to Chicane's place, he'll fly you to it. Miller out.
We're invited to examine the Palisade Property Bank's lavable
What?
expenses.
I turned you off. There we go. Let's go ahead and call David.
good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure vidcall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. It was supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And?
And I don't think you got your new augs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
They said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Well, that's not good.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these hogs in Alaska? Orloff was there. I spoke with him.
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness, which was 1 month before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orloff?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orloff is McFadden, and McFadden is Orloff. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the augs which Orloff designed and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing system.
So what does this mean about, the real Adam Jensen's augmentations?
Are you suggesting all my augs are new? Even the ones you gave me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you all the augs we ever installed had registry codes, and they're not hard to trace.
I know my augs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years? Really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
Okay.
What are you trying to tell me, Seraph?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's not much more I can say. There's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. All I know is the deeper I dig, the more questions I have. Orloff might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it all means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.
So that conversation is the main evidence, I think, that people say that Adam might be a clone. And, it's pretty compelling. After all, it would be really weird for someone to rip out all of the augmentations inside Adam's body and replace them with untraceable ones. Untraceable ones that function identically to the ones he already had. It's almost more believable that we aren't even playing as the original Adam Jensen, and that the original one died in the events of Panchaea, and that Vadim Orlov at Tai Young Medical uncovered that, it would be helpful to clone him. Now, how he cloned him, if he did, is unclear, and I think if there's another game, we will probably get more into that. Because, after all, cloning and the technology of cloning played a major role in the original Deus Ex story. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here, since all we really have to do is a loading screen, and then we'll have a bunch of cutscenes. And I will see you guys then, and we will make our way to London and finish the game. So, as always, I'm Sam. This has been Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I hope to see you next time. Until then.